again. It's time for my next update. I suppose I'll call this my, I don't know what update. It's 3 months past the last one. You can look at that one for why, like a lot of us, the starting dates are kind of funny, but, or either way, it's been 3 months. At the last one, just starting with kind of make it quick and dirty, the morphs in terms of Morphman. I was at 2710, I think, last time, and I'm at 3461, so that's a difference of 751. That's about 9 a day, 9 morphs a day, which isn't too shabby for the period of time that we're talking about. And then as a note on that, there was over 3 weeks I was traveling during the summer with my family. I wasn't really adding new cards during that time. And then I've taken probably another 2 weeks off, unrelated to that. So there's probably 5 weeks in there, maybe a little more, where I actually wasn't even adding, a lot of cards. And so this is kind of me adding a lot of cards and then me, kind of just letting those. But on average, I'm about 65 minutes, 60 minutes in Anki a day. I'm still finishing out the Tango N3. I'll be in that for a little bit, a little while longer because it is bigger, and they're getting a little more to vocabulary that I'm not familiar with, so it takes a little more business vocabulary or academic vocabulary, things like that. So 9 a day is pretty good, I think, when you consider out of the 12 weeks, there was 5 or more that I wasn't really actively adding cards, but I was keeping up with them. I'm really not doing very much studying a day. A lot of guys are doing 3, 5, 8, 10, whatever hours a day. Because I'm not doing the passive immersion. It doesn't really fit me. I'm still not doing reading. I'd like to have more time to do reading. I will every now and again kind of pick up texts, simple texts, and read them. I have some texts that are kind of interlinear, and I'll use those sometimes from time to time. But I don't do as much as I'd like. So as far as my ability, I wouldn't say that there's like a huge jump in ability all of a sudden. I definitely am noticing more words, random words, I don't know what examples I used last time or that I've learned since then, but just really random, maybe shortcut, like, oh, we're going to go take a shortcut through town or something. You say, oh, I caught that word. But in terms of functional, I wouldn't say there's a huge functional difference in terms of my listening ability, just that, there are more and more words as I'm saying that I'm recognizing. So kind of in summary, a couple things. The good news is even at this kind of pace where this is probably one of the times in year where I'm moving the slowest, just looking where kind of planning a year ahead, this is probably the time of year that I'll have the most breaks in there. And it's still faster than Genki. I had looked up Genki, and the vocabulary in the first 2 books, or in the 2 books, it's 1,700 words for 2 textbooks, which would make up, a year of studying. So I'm blowing that away, which is a slow rate, mind you. It would still take years to get to a point where you'd have kind of useful fluency. But it's nice to know that, I'm doing this for free. I'm doing this in my free time. At my convenience, the way I want to do it, and I'm still exceeding the performance I would have if I were sitting in a college classroom. So that's nice to kind of objectively know that and be able to verify that. That's the good. The bad is, I definitely need more time for immersion. If I had extra time, which I just don't, I would spend probably more of it reading first. And doing a lot more of that, actually intentionally looking up vocabulary and things like that. But because that is a time-consuming process, I've just really essentially eliminated that. So I do have, like I said, 1 interlinear text, and so I'll use that because I can just look over and see what vocab word I'm missing or what this, new construction is, because my grammar isn't so hot like a lot of people who are going through it this way. I mean, I've done a Take Him's guide and all these kinds of things. To one degree or another, but that doesn't mean that every time I see some kind of must do, ought to do, should, accept him. It's not like I recognize those firsthand. So having an interlinear text is a nice cheater way to do that, but I definitely need to spend more time reading. Moving forward, 3 months more, I'll probably do another update. That's my plan. I'll do another update in 3 months. and I'll be finishing out Tango N3. For those of you who are following along with some of the Discord servers and things that we just like this week, a couple days ago, N2 deck was kind of mostly compiled or finished. And so before that wasn't an option. And so now, I don't know is the short version. I'll probably spend most of the next 3 months finishing up my N3. I'm trying to pull up my Anki right now, but it's kind of frozen on me. Let's see if I can. I'm not succeeding. I should have done that separately, but okay, we're just going to ignore that. But yeah, I'm going to spend the majority of the next 3 months finishing out the deck I'm in. I'll be honest. Yeah, knowing me, I'll probably just go ahead and jump into the N2. Is that the most efficient, probably best way to learn? No, but I'm really not interested in making cards before I need to, especially if those words are already representative. If there's, and I know a lot of people really, again, in the Discord servers don't like, real bored of it real quickly. I guess I just don't care. I mean, an hour of that, an hour of something more interesting to me is kind of whatever. I don't really care as long as I'm encouraged just seeing my numbers go up, seeing more recognition, even randomly. Is it the most efficient way? Probably not. But it means I don't have to create cards, which I'm really excited about, not spending time that way. So we'll see. We'll follow up in 3 months, and hopefully I can, make at least that same kind of rate of 9 or more. I'd like to hit 10, average 10 morphs a day would be nice, and so that'll be my goal. We'll see if I hit that. All right, thank you very much, and see you in 3 months.